In old times, Greeks used to think that how can zero have any value? Because in their understanding zero is nothing, and can they define or represent nothing? In this video we will learn about the history of that same zero. The Sumerians were the first to develop a counting system to keep an account of their stock of goods, like horses and cattle, easily and efficiently. Their counting system were known as sexagesimal numeral system. The Sumerian system was handed down to the Akkadians around 2500 BC and then to the Babylonians in 2000 BC. Now we start about the history of zero. It is said that the number zero originated or was created in these three places: the Mayan civilization, ancient Babylon and ancient India. Zeros were created at different times in each of these civilizations. The Maya civilization from 2000 BC to 900 AD in what is now Mexico used the concept of zero as a placeholder. That is, 705 is a way bigger number than 75, like using a comma in written language. The Babylonians used it similarly in the 7th century BC. First-time concept of zero as a number and not merely a symbol for separation is attributed to India by great Indian mathematician Aryabhata in the middle of 5th century AD. It is also said that Aryabhata invented the number zero. He gave the world the digit zero, for which he became immortal. Brahmagupta, around 650 AD, was the first to formalize arithmetic operations using zero. He used dots underneath numbers to indicate a zero. These dots were alternately referred to as shunyata, which means empty. Brahmagupta wrote standard rules for reaching zero through addition and subtraction, as well as the results of operations with zero. The only error in his rules was division by zero. He thinks that 1 divided by 0 is equal to 0, which was later proved to be false and corrected after centuries that a number divided by 0 is actually undefined. To understand this concept better, that why can't you divide by 0, you can watch our video by click the icon above. From India, zero made its way to China, and then back to the Middle East in the late 8th century, where a Muslim mathematician Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi was the first to work on equations that equaled zero, or algebra as it has come to be known in 9th century. By 879 AD, zero was written almost as we now know it, an oval from a dot, but in this case smaller than the other numbers. Al-Khwarizmi called zero sifr, which means empty. And thanks to the conquest of Spain by the Moors, zero finally reached Europe. By the middle of the 12th century, translations of Al-Khwarizmi's work had weaved their way to Europe, but it still take few more centuries before the concept of zero fully spread in Europe. Because instart religious leaders in Europe opposes zero because they believed God is everything and nothingness represents a devil, which is a zero. In 1202, an Italian mathematician, Fibonacci, built on Al-Khwarizmi's works. Fibonacci's developments quickly gained notice by Italian merchants and German bankers to use zero. Accountants knew their books were balanced when the positive and negative amounts of their assets and liabilities equaled zero. The next great mathematician to use zero was Frenchman René Descartes, the founder of the Cartesian coordinate system, who used zero as the graph coordinates for x and y axes in the middle of the 16th century. Although zero was now becoming more commonly used by the peoples, the developers of calculus, Leibniz and Newton, would make the final step in understanding zero. Over the centuries, zero had different name. In India it was first called shunyata, then in Middle East it was called sifr, French called it zifero, then Italian called it zero, and finally in English it called zero. So that was the history of zero over the centuries. Hope you liked this video. To watch more videos like this, subscribe to our channel. Do like and comments on this video, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.